Hello and welcome to episode 123, Troublemakers. Troublemakers can be good. Let me explain. The larger a corporation, the more this is true. You have 10%, 80%, 10%. 10% of the staff will love the vision of the company, will love the company, will love, if you're the leader, love what you do. 10% of the company will hate what you're doing, the changes you're making, the way you're leading. And then 80% of the people, we call that maintenance. My name is Gary Verheller, and I'll be your host for what we call the Substance of Living podcast. Today, we'll look at what we call life's lessons. And I hope this will provide you with some insight, maybe even some inspiration to life's challenges. These people are people that just want to do their job and go home. They don't care about the vision. They don't care about the big picture. They just want to do their job and go home. Well, a good leader, the challenge for a good leader is to move people from that 80% into the 10% or into the 10%. Most people think, well, the challenge would be moving part of that 80% into the people that love you. No, into either people that love you or people that hate you. Why? Because both are passionate. The people, the troublemakers who are complaining, those people want something better. They're passionate. So that's important. And that passion you can change into a problem-solving, solution-oriented, can-do, answer-focused person, usually. There's an old saying that I picked up a long time ago. And it's called that any fool can criticize. Let me say that again. Any fool can criticize. Even children say, I don't like it, I don't like it. Anybody can say, no, I don't like it, I disagree, I think that's a terrible idea. That's easy. So any fool can criticize. It takes imagination and creativity to make a solution. And number three steps there. Number one, any fool can criticize. Number two is it takes imagination and creativity to find a solution. And number three, it takes courage and effort to implement that solution. And then I ask myself, where am I in that sequence if I'm complaining about something? But if somebody who works for my company, if they come to me and start complaining, then I ask them, okay, what's the solution? What's the answer then? You want something better? What is it? And if they're unable to come up with a solution, if they're just complaining, I get a little unhappy and I say, you're wasting my time. Because if you don't have a solution or you don't have an answer to the problem, all you're doing is just complaining, and anybody can do that. So if a troublemaker comes to you and they're causing trouble and you say, okay, what's the solution to this? What is it you want instead? Then determine what is the end result. What is the final thing that they want? And then you do what's called backward chaining or backward casting or back casting. What that means is you determine the goal. What's a step before that? What's a step before that? What's a step all the way to the present? In this way, at least you've got a direction, you've got a path, a way to go. And that's important. So troublemakers can actually be beneficial. They make you re-examine and see the situation through their eyes. And then together, if they're willing, and they must be willing, otherwise they're just complaining, you can do without those people. And if they're willing to find a solution, then find the solution and then discuss how do we get there. And then you backward chain to the present time now. So, welcome troublemakers. Troublemakers want change. That's good because life is change. Life is an opportunity to learn, because change is an opportunity to learn. So good luck with the troublemakers. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today for the Substance of Living podcast. If you'd be kind enough to consider subscribing, you can contact us through Spotify or Apple Podcasts or connect on Twitter. Join us again next time for what I hope will help you navigate life.